Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of Plots in Darkenhaven, the Sacrament in the Sewers. The story so far, a little GM exposition here. In season 1's finale, the custodians found the Legistre Su Nuul, or the Ledger of Nothing, after fighting and capturing Talolia, Saffron's stepmother. They were visited by Alphinius Gu with a warning and a quest to uncover the cultist before they destroy Darkenhaven. Talolia had the power to erase people from existence and fell prey to this herself while being held captive by the party. Sigismund was the only person who remembered her until recently when Saffron confronted them about her stepmother's whereabouts. In season 2, episode 1, the party found that Avasuna-san had taken on a new identity as Miro Sakani, head of the Gemcutters Guild in Darkenhaven. They fought mind mollusks that got out of control when Avasuna used them to remove his own memory of his own knowledge of the ledger. We recently found from the Baron that this was why he had been hunted by the Wiwuan Empire. He had brought this tome to Darkenhaven. The information broker and barber Cuthbert, in season 2, episode 2, had his shop attacked by technic fireflies that use different illusions. The party found that a gnome named Zaponius Blamboodle had commissioned these machinations. The riots and lockdown sparked by the fires and mistreatments of the prisoners made it unsafe at that point for the party to return to their home in Boogerton. In episode 3, the party confronts Zaponius Blamboodle and his siblings to learn that Shade Blamboodle had dealings with a woman named Vela Void Spiral. Shade began to learn from her and found the void magics and the nether flow intoxicating. Shade enlisted Zaponius to help attain these fireflies in trade for helping free their brother Mesmo from prison. Bela gave them a week to get the Legistre Su Nuul and said to bring it to the Sacrament in the Sewers, which led the party to know where the cult will be meeting for later reference, as in today's episode. The party returned to Boogerton and struck a deal with the Baron Soulshade. He spoke on their behalf and returned the locals' trust in them as the local Boogerton magistrates. The group investigates a lead from Baron Soulshade in episode 4. Now for the slimy creatures you faced in Avasuna-san's new abode. That is another matter altogether, he said. Someone who helped him pulled off this switcheroo took advantage of this situation. A visit to meet Lollipop of Chop Chop Sweet Meat Treats in Middleton, say that 5 times fast, Corey, might provide... Oh.
And by fast, they mean chop chop.
Chop
Seriously.
Chop.
Yes.
They found that Lollipop was possessed by a demon of the void by the name of Zorvalax the Hunger, Void Lord of Nuul. In defeating the demon, Lollipop was freed and confessed to providing a woman named Vela, a Void Spiral, the mind mollusk meringues to help alter memories. In season 2, episode 5, last episode, the party helped a group of children known as the Emberkin Street Kid Gang, who told them that the well-known tavern known as the Vault had been overrun by werewolves. The party investigated to find that the streets nearby were filled with revelers who danced and partied. Guardsmen and mercenaries barricaded the block to keep the oddly unresponsible dancers and the general populace out, fearing some malady had befallen them. Upon entering the tavern, the party found that indeed a pack of werewolf spell dancers had taken over the place and were causing the neighborhood's insane reverie. After defeating a few of the spell dancers and breaking the morale of the rest, they found that many people were captive upstairs and that these prominent citizens had no idea what day it was. Some other things of note from this season: Godfrey sent for Ensavanor, and the two had something else going on during Season 2, Episode 3. And when Ensavanor returned, he expressed his distrust of the former ally and cleric. Ensavanor carries the Legistre Sunu Ul. Dulcinea also owes the Oath of Blood some technic creation. And then lastly, some people's memories and identities are being manipulated by the cult, likely led by Vela Void Spiral, who just might be a werewolf spelldancer. So now we're going to go into the character introductions, and we'll just do that first with our player characters. Dulcinea.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dulcinea Darkenstrolin. I'm a softling, originally from Estrania. And I got here to Darkenhaven, I don't know, I guess it's been a couple of years now. Came aboard a ship captained by Maroon. I'm a Technic Artificer. And been kind of hanging out in this little house here with the rest of the custodians.
All right, Monty.
Hi there. I'm Monty the Motivator. Motivational speaking bard Garund by birth, if you will. I'm just here to kind of help anybody who needs an ear, needs a shoulder. And yeah, I'm kind of wants to inspire with his words, maybe not necessarily through song.
All right, and Stam.
Hi, I'm Stam. I don't know what you need to know about me. It's not your business anyway.
No, we went over this. You've got to open up every so often.
When the situation calls for it.
Progress. I'll take it.
And in
Keep him around.
He's open to the idea.
Hello there, my name is N. Savino Annalisa. Clearly, I am the leader of this motley crew because I know all the rules, regulations, and I keep them in order. I am a mage of the highest order and well-versed in many things of knowledge and science. So my intelligence is unparalleled, to be precise. But here I am trying to solve all the problems of the world, starting with this hovel and expanding outward.
And then for our
It is
guest,
a hovel.
for our guest PCs, we have Mike and Ron here from Gaming Trend, and I'll let you guys introduce yourselves, Gaming Trend, and your characters. Go ahead. Start with Mike. Go ahead.
Yes, I am Ekim Nud. I am a businessman. Nightshade Dragon here is my business partner and bodyguard. I have some wizardry skills, and to augment my business skills, of course. And we are here for opportunity. Isn't that right, Nightshade?
Is this the part where we all get together and get to know one another? I'm Nightshade Dragon. I am a Nightshade of the highest order. I mostly take these things and poke it in things that are soft until the soft thing stops moving. Generally speaking, Mike is my companion. We travel together. As he said, we are businessmen. We go where business is. To be clear, those children with the werewolves, they are very crunchy. We would not have helped.
Indeed. And
then
who is
tell
this
us-
Mike you speak of?
I had this dyslexia as well.
and tell us a little bit about Gaming Trend.
Sure. I'm Ron Burke. I'm the editor-in-chief for GamingTrend.com on the video game side. We've been in business for about, 23 years-ish?
Something like that.
At this point?
Yeah.
I'd have to take off my socks to figure out the math for that. But Mike's been my stalwart companion the entire time. He handles the tabletop side. But if you zoom far enough behind me, you'll find plenty of dice and first edition D&D books. So my knowledge and geekdom goes back a little ways. I'm just as rusty, though. But Mike, you would?
Yeah, so like Ron said, I am the editor-in-chief of Tabletop at GamingTrend.com. I highly encourage everybody to go check it out. We are one of the longest running independent gaming websites that still survive on the web.
Still independent.
Still independent. We cover video games, tabletop games, gear, books, movies, TV
3D
shows.
printing.
Yes, 3D
Lots of
printing.
3D printing.
Basically, we're a gaming and gaming culture site, and we are by humans for humans. You won't find a lick of AI to be seen unless we're having to talk about it in like a news post or something. So, I highly encourage everybody to go check it out.
All right, thank you. And I guess we will start our tale, as we often do, in the condemned building that the custodians call home across from Flax and Wagon Alley. Monty sits at the table of the condemned building waiting for someone to return. Today is the day in which the group is meant to track down this Vela Void Spiral person at some event known to their cult as the Sacrament in the Sewers. By the time Dulcinea and Stam enter from their trek to the Maroon Triangle, Monty is anxious about missing their opportunity.
Why is every place we go stink like this? Is it always like this on the surface?
I just shove things in my nostrils now.
But you do that anyway.
Well, I mean, it feels good, but it also lowers the odor. I highly recommend it.
All right, Stam, Dulcinea, you walk in. You think some people have been following you through Boogerton, and then you notice that they are with Insavinor as you enter the building, and they are shortly behind
Well,
you.
that doesn't make them okay.
I mean, I was going to say maybe we should be concerned, but I think we really should be concerned. He's
both
probably
my
coming
hands
with
are
the big
near my
things of
pistol.
vellum with all the figures and whatnot on it. Yeah. I guess we should. You know what? I think I might go to my workshop and see if I can put something together for when we have to, go underground. Yuck. Even I don't like that part of the underground. I prefer the underdelve. Thank you.
What's going on, Stam? Dulcinea, you're back.
You missed all the fun.
Oh, tell me about it. What I missed?
Yeah. Where have you been? I haven't seen you, I guess, in weeks, it feels like.
Here, there, everywhere, more or less. Got to keep an air of mystery to myself, you know?
Good luck with that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not easy.
Okay.
I like a good challenge. But, yeah, so what's going on?
Well, we fought some dancing werewolves.
Ooh, that sounds like a party.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, not really. Fortunately, there was a big person for me to hide behind who did not keep stepping out of the way.
And as you guys are talking, Insavinor comes in with two guests.
I was gonna say, can I roll like a deception check?
Hello there, individuals of the condemned. I returned. Since you've all been able to be in some type of communication, where have you been for days?
What are you talking about? We were just over there dealing with mad dogs.
I've tried letters, I've tried magic, and nothing has reached you. I've been not able to communicate with you for days, so I bring.
Do you ever think that was
I have
intentional?
hired. Ha 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 ha! Hilarious, Stem. Always good to see you once again.
Well, I haven't shot you yet.
I don't
Stem,
think
be
that
nice,
the
be
Belgian
nice.
whiskey was that strong.
No, there's been some freaky stuff going on. I
Why
think
do I
you might-
continue to choose to come here?
I was just gonna try and defend you there, but okay, cut me off. That's cool. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say, give him a little grace. No, there's been some weird stuff going on, Stam, Dulcinea, but may not have seen it when you guys first came in, but I'm really happy to see you guys are here and maybe to get some things kind of figured out with all this nonsense. You said werewolves. Oh, sorry, Insavinor, you have some company, it looks like.
I do. And Monty, may I say, it is a pleasure to see you. Always the charismatic one of the group. Thank you.
Flips his hair just because it's funny, or he learned that from
I
someone.
have Peckham and Nightshade with me. Hired adventurers that I needed because I could not contact any of you, and I needed assistance dealing with the cult that we've been getting hounded by for the past weeks.
Weren't you over in God's
Nightshade?
Word with what's his face and Sigismund?
God's You mean with that
Godfrey, that guy.
stick is me thinking say his name? No, I have stayed far away from him, and all of you should also stay far away from him, as far as humanly possible.
Well, one, I'm not human, thank you. But yeah.
I mean, it's a. I understand those, and I am also not human, but I use
It's a human-centric
phrase
world. So,
technically.
Everybody's humanist these days. I don't know what's going on.
as mortally possible. Is that better for you?
Monty's just taking notes just right now. What's offending people versus what's not.
Well, in Savnor, it's clear to me now why you needed required professionals.
Ah!
I
I've
just
been saying
build
that-
things, okay? Sometimes they go boom, and sometimes they don't.
Most times.
So
Not.
I'm sizing up.
I'm sure.
Sizing up the new guys, and I kind of dismiss Ekin, but I look over Nightshade and I say, "Looks like he can handle himself."
And Savanor, is it too late to renegotiate our pricing?
Once our negotiation was once we entered this hovel, your contract started then, and it's too late that you passed the threshold.
Oh, don't go up against this guy on contracts.
Eckham,
Uh-oh.
I feel like we should write these things down.
We left Blund for this. Ugh.
Seems like so
I have a
long
feeling we
ago.
I
got started on the
warned
wrong
you, I
foot. Can-
warned you.
I feel like we got started on the wrong foot. My name's Monty. Very nice to meet you both. Happy to meet your acquaintance.
Monty, pleasure.
Charmed.
So
it's
Monty
not
and
too bad.
Savanor, you both know that there's supposed to be this thing happening in the sewers very soon. And Dulcinea has been talking about going to works on something in her workshop. Neither Dulcinea nor Stam seem in any kind of hurry to do anything. They look like they're ready to kick up their feet and relax after a long day's walk back from the Mirun Triangle neighborhood.
We've been busy. I need a second here, okay?
How long is a second? Like an actual second or like a Dulcinea
Yes.
second?
Please,
Okay,
not a
fine.
Dulcinea
You know what?
second.
I'm going to give you 3 candle marks to get out of my sight.
Me?
Dulcinea, we don't have a time for your Dulcinea second. We need to leave now. There are
What's the
things
hurry?
happening.
Why?
We're on
Where
the
are we
time
going
schedule
now?
here.
We have to get going. I know it's weird coming from me having a sense of urgency, seeing as I talk at the pace of a tortoise. But
Are you talking about the Sacrament and the sewer thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we got days. What's the rush?
no.
Yeah. What
Days.
do you know?
Have you lost track of time?
Yes, they have.
No.
That's what it seems like, at least. No, you.
No, and that was at least like a week off.
Well, the
No,
week
no.
has passed.
Yes.
Kim, these
What's
people
today?
don't even know what day it is. You're wondering. It's very, very troubling.
And
you feel-
Savanor, what is going on here?
I
Would
tap,
Dulcinea have some
I
sort of
tap
like
Stam on the shoulder. Is this normal? This bantering?
Usually, I would say it's
Yes,
it's
yes.
them being them, but there's been issues going on with the memory around this area.
Oh, well, that's true. It was that magic book crap.
So I'm
thing.
afraid
Yeah.
that perhaps these two
And
have
those-
been.
Undead snail thingies.
Stam, give me a wisdom save.
All right, here goes nothing. Oh, that'll do. That's like an 18. Oh, no, 21.
All right. So now that you are here and have returned to a place that's comfortable, you know that whatever the dance that those spell dancers were doing, it was affecting a whole neighborhood, a town. And you recall that some of the people that you rescued, they had said, "Oh my goodness, I might be late for this party or this thing." You know, these are all high society people that you rescued from the tavern, and they seem to have lost track of time. And you're feeling maybe that happened to you
Okay.
while you were there as
I
well.
think just being in Monty's presence has brought clarity to my memory, and I now understand that we have lost some time.
I have that effect on people.
Well, it couldn't be in
sense that-
Savanor.
What do you mean?
I'm going to try to sense if there's any kind of magical effect that is involved.
Residual?
with-
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Wait, hold on. $12?
12. You do see some. Yeah, I assume you use detect magic and your Arcana,
Yeah.
and you're trying to see things, and you do see some hue of some alteration magic, kind of residual on both Stam and Dulcinea, as if a powerful spell had been cast and has expended its duration, but some of that residual Xanthus is still clinging to them.
In Savnor, what your hirelings have been affected.
His what?
Yeah, you think we work for him?
I mean, I assumed.
Well, you assumed wrong.
If we stand here, no work will get done at all.
Certainly the only reason why Nightshade and I are here.
Obviously. But they have their talents for certain things, and they do prove very useful. Especially
My talent
with
is-
solving
my-
problems.
My talent
must
is
have
not
hurt.
shooting you in Savanor.
You've yet to shoot me, and you can't even do it if you tried, Seven.
Oh yeah,
Okay, banter time.
I'm
Banter
pretty
time.
sure I have.
Not right now. Banter time. Not right now. Don't make me play referee. Timeout. This is a talking timeout. We have things way more pressing than pointing guns and/or fingers at each other.
Well, all you have to do is
Someone
give
has
Sam
agreed.
someone else
Agreed.
to point his foozles at.
I'm
That's
sorry?
true. Yeah,
Just
as long
need
as
to
there's a
Sam
bigger
someone
threat.
else to point him at.
That's true. Stam.
All right, just show
And-
me.
Which is
where.
and
where
Monty-
we're going now.
And Monty, you know that you made a promise to someone in the neighborhood to stop by on your way out.
Oh yeah. So you guys know me. I like keeping promises. I also like keeping to a tight schedule, he says super emphatically. But before we go, not that I'm trying to be the leader here or dictate, but I feel like just, again, timeout talk. We should probably head over to Lady Cran, the Cirrus, at the end of the alley. I did promise her at some point we need to go chat. And I think now is as good a time as any to see what she has to say before we make hay and do what we got to do.
Is this pertinent for the upcoming events that are going on pretty much now, Monty?
Is it what? I'm sorry?
Is this pertinent? Is this really an emergency to see the Cirrus?
Oh, if I didn't think it was important, I wouldn't say it. I choose my words very timely and wisely, and I think my actions also speak for that.
Yes, I can
Well,
tell
I
by the
can-
sentence you just spoke.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Echo, my comment is terrible. What did he say?
It's not worth repeating.
Oh, now I'm sweating on my armpits. I'm trying so hard right now. I
As
don't
you,
like taking front center stage for talking.
as you as you grumble and mumble at your way out of the condemned building and into Flaxen Wagon Alley, you come upon, at the end of the alley, Lady Creon's abode, which is actually the reason the name is what it is. So let me move everybody there.
Oh.
And
Oh my goodness, we're jumping.
it should be at the center top of the screen. So you have to scroll to the center of this map and then to the top. And you should be.
Looks cozy.
It is very,
Maybe
very
it's a good
cozy.
thing Sigismund isn't here. He takes up a lot of space.
You got that right.
All right.
He does. He does indeed.
At
Monty
the back,
ain't so small.
at the back of the dead-end alley, behind the refuse carts of the neighboring establishments, is a faded yellow door. Above the door is a faded sign with a yellow circus wagon depicted on it. On the sign, on the side of this wagon, is an eye emblem that is indicative of the site. The alley itself is named for this yellow door, as it is said that Lady Creon was once a Hanataz Cirrus of the Flaxen Wagon traveling troupe. As the party crowds into the small chamber meant for Lady Creon and one or two guests, she looks uncomfortable until meeting Monty's eyes. Her demeanor softens, and she says, "This isn't the group I expected to bring. Though much about Darkenhaven is going quite awry these days. I have a warning for the custodians, which came to me in a dream the other night." She looks as if she is about to faint, pauses, and briefly touches her forehead with the back of her palm. As her hand falls away from her face, you see that her eyes have become inky swirls of green and black. In a deep, unearthly voice, she says, "You have seen and you have heard. You have felt and you have tasted. The ledger has called you to action. The void will make shapeless that which stands in your way. Trust not those who demand something when the truth is nothing, nothing, nothing." For some of you, the intonation of this voice reminds you of Zorvalok the Hunger, Void Lord of Na'ul. Crayenne's head slumps forward, hard against her small table, and she goes unconscious.
Right.
Oh no!
Pistols
Lady
out.
Um,
You
yikes.
got her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on her, maybe just to see if there's any way.
You see that the bruising around her face kind of goes because she hit the table hard, but she does not awaken.
Lady Creon, that was creepy, but hello. I'm just gonna keep trying to gently nudge her shoulders.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what kind of magic I'm picking up?
The same kind of magic that you have experienced and seen with the cultist of Na'ul, and you have noticed in the book that you carry.
Clearly, this is some kind of possession. Is it
Yeah,
not?
it's been happening around here a lot.
It is.
Too often.
I guess yeah, things are happening pretty rapidly here.
Indeed. And if
Probably
this isn't a possession, we need to get that out of her immediately. With the Sirius's talents, we don't want those to fall into the wrong hands.
No, and she's a really stand-up lady. She's awesome.
Yeah,
What do we
but
do?
nothing took her over. We've got to do something. I don't know
Well,
what.
I point to the
Start
lady who's
rummaging.
unconscious on the floor and say, "Clearly not. She does not appear to be a stand-up lady at all."
She's lying down.
I get the
start-
joke.
I start rummaging through some of my pouches looking for something.
Dulcinea, do you have any of your vials, containers, anything of that nature?
Yes. Do you want one with
Right.
stuff in it or an empty one?
I would like an empty one, preferably with a a light color, something like a sky blue or something of that nature.
All right, Corey, I want to look around and see if there's, I don't know, anything in this
Thank you.
place that looks out of sorts. Anybody spying on us? Any cracks in the wall or creepy paintings or anything?
You walk into the adjoining room. Let me just kind of find Stan here. You walk in, just kind of search her living quarters and don't find anything out of sorts. Have you visited the Cirrus before? Like, are you a superstitious type, being a former sailor, or no?
Probably in the middle. You know, probably not cool-headed, but probably not also like extremely paranoid.
Okay.
So I may have, you know, visited her once or twice.
So you visit her before, and you've noticed that she usually keeps things much neater than this. With such a small living quarters, everything has its place. That is not the case today. Things are laying about in all disarray. You know, it's just kind of as if her life has become too busy for her to keep up with her daily routines.
Are there any like notes on the desk or anything?
On her desk in her living quarters, you see, like, yes, there are notes, and they are notes of people around Boogerton that you know, just their names and just some things about them. Lost a husband, so and so. Just her keeping track of the people in the neighborhood who have come to visit her, and you see pages and pages, as if almost everybody in Boogerton has visited her recently. I mean, she has been just taking lots of notes.
So, any names of people we've had encounters with, like in the past few weeks, like where we've gone to you know, have these combats? Any of those names?
Yeah, no, you haven't. Nobody that you've been, taken with you, or none of the Blamboodles have visited her or anything. Mostly just people around the neighborhood.
Okay.
Only for Boogerton?
Only for Boogerton, yeah. You don't see people. You don't recognize, like, you recognize 90% of the names on this list because they live near you.
I turn towards Monty and I ask him, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep track of what we're doing here. Why are we here? What are we doing? Do we need to speak to this woman or the entity that was channeling through her?
Well, she was going to tell, I mean, at the beginning of what she said, right? She's been seeing these visions, and she's never really led me astray with her visions before. So I figured she knows some of what's going on and what I've talked to her about. And I figured now is the time that we have to talk to her. So it wasn't necessarily to talk to the entity talking through her, at least not that I can think of.
Well, the reason why I'm asking, is it the woman you wish to speak to or the entity?
No, it was her. I made a promise.
Okay. I do happen to have a gem of shackling that has been inscribed with containment sigils. Perhaps I could imprison the entity that is possessing her, and then we can get on with this mission.
I like that.
Indeed.
Be careful.
Yeah, please. If it's gonna do her harm, we might have to find another way. Or is it just gonna hurt the creature or the thing? Minimal harm, but like
purpose isn't harm. It is merely an imprisoning entities and spirits. Now, it if it isn't what I think it is, then there might be some adverse side effects, but they should be minor. At least we should be able to talk to her as long as we need to.
I've
That's
been with
better than
Ekam a
killing her.
long time, and he does reckless things, so I begin to prepare Control Undead and unsheath my weapon.
All right.
Now, Nightshade, steal your mind, because this entity may seek to avoid the gym and find some other creature in the vicinity to possess. And I'm not quite prepared to kill you yet. So do steal your mind.
Oh, Steel
All
will
right.
be involved. Steel will be involved.
Kim, do you and you begin to do this ritual cast of imprisonment?
Yes, I place the gem on her forehead. Well, I turn her around. Actually, I have Nightshade turn her around and lay her on her back. And place the gem on her forehead and start chanting.
Okay. So as he chants, her eyes, after just a few seconds of this chant, snap open, and you still see that inky green and black swirling. And then the blackness kind of seeps out of her eyes up into the corners and into the gem that was once blue now turns black.
Well done.
Then as you take it away from her forehead, it shatters in your hand, and this blackness goes everywhere. Give me wisdom saves, everyone, and Savinor, give me an Arcana check as well.
Damn, I was hoping to save that.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, her eyes still are this green swirling mass.
17, not today.
19.
2.
15.
25.
God.
Nat 20.
All
You
right.
ain't getting me.
And that's why I
25 on the
replied
wisdom
as I did
save.
to your email.
And 21 on the Arcana check.
How
All right.
bad is it?
So in Savinor, you understand this magic from your knowing of the book. You see it darting around the room, trying to consume a new host, and it darts for Dulcinea. Her eyes go wide, blackness goes into her eyes, and you have a chance to use the book to keep her from being taken by this thing from the
Now I'm
void.
screwed.
Didn't want to have to do this. I popped the book open. Monty, that bottle that those snakes just handed me, I need you to stand in that corner of the room and stand behind it. And when I say I need you to, and I like tap the side of the bottle, and it makes like a pitch. That color has an exact frequency, and I know your magic radiates from your vocal cords. I need you to sound exactly like that with a hum. Are you ready?
No vocal warm-ups, no problem. Let's go.
All right, let's go. And then I reach into my pouch of ingredients. I throw a bit of salt, and then I take one silver coin and I put it on Dulcinea's forehead, and I start reading from the book.
The blackness seeps from her eyes, floats up into the room again. Monty, do you hum the frequency? All right, and he this intonation pulls it towards Monty, and you are able to put it into this vial. It came. You know that the rune still needs to be etched on that vial that you had on, the symbol. Like, this will hold it for now, and unless Monty wants to keep humming for a long time, you know that this is. You might want to inscribe something on that vial.
I pull up my etching tool, I grab the vial, and I etch the sigil on there. This will do. It will require some additional work later, but this should do for now. And I'm
Can I
putting
take
that
Dulcinea
gem
by the
on your
face?
and I'm putting that gem on your bill in Savanor.
That's fine. Dulcinea, are you all right?
Ew! Don't let that happen again. Thank you. Ew, ew.
So
Oh!
the green swirl behind her eyes is still there, and she begins to speak.
I'm not ready.
There
we
is
go.
no Dana, only Zool.
She says,
I'm not ready
this
for against the devil.
this is a time that Darkenhaven needs you most. Custodians beware. I'm not able to keep this connection long to the after. The sight. It shows me many, many ways, many paths. One leads one to power. One leads one to love. And one is one of betrayal. And she closes her eyes, and when she opens them again, the green is gone, and she's just looking weak. And she says, That's close to the dream I had. I had a dream that there was some sort of theater and something. It's hard to piece the pieces together, but many enemies, many things, many allies that you did not expect. It's all I can give you. Monty, I feel like I need to rest. Can you help me into the room?
And Monty will reach out his hand and just kind of get underneath her arm and kind of help guide her towards her room to lay down.
Okay, so you help her to her room. She lays down, and she just asks you, to lock the door on your way out. Just, and you know that there's a bar that you can kind of hold and let it slide into place as you close the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lock. It's a bar across the back of the door.
I'll come to check on you soon. Okay.
Okay. And so then you all head out to the sewers.
Finally.
It's time to plug those noses again, Eckham.
Oh, they're plugged.
Let me
They're
see.
plugged all the time.
At least it's not so bright.
Oh, you smell so bad.
Honestly, with this bunch, I wish I could plug my ears too.
Still, you'd hear me.
I've had that wish
warned you.
sometimes.
Every
I warned
time
you.
there's a bard in the crowd.
I'm not the most insatiable bard. I'm not the most annoying bard you've ever seen. Just up
Every time the bard says that.
The ones
like
who
me to
say that
grab
are
a
the
loot?
worst.
There it is. Okay.
They're the ones who say that are the worst at it. In my experience. Isn't that true, Nightshade?
Very
You
true.
know, if this makes you
Should've
guys feel a
charged
little
extra.
better and you just want to talk about your own gripes with other bards, that's fine by me. Just talk. I'll listen.
Can everybody see the map now?
I like that. You listen, we talk.
Okay.
It's a very, very good arrangement for me.
As you enter the sewers at the point described by the Blamboodle family, the smell assaults you and your spine tingles while your nostrils seem to be set aflame with the odors of Darkenhaven's refuse. You hear mumbling from around the corner up ahead of you. My catches, they come back. Catches? more than one I catches that now, though. Now they listens, no more catch, they listens.
Gollum?
Anybody feel like sneaking up on this guy? Because I feel like I'm ready to shoot something.
Sneaking's
say-
I'm gonna let
good.
my
You
dark vision
always
settle.
get to shoot something.
I'll let my
Sneaking's
dark vision
good.
settle and see if I can see anything, perhaps anything sticking out of the ordinary.
You nothing really out of the ordinary. There's like refuse and what looks like to be maybe knee-deep water. You hope it's knee-deep. You can't really see through it because it's not. It's a brown, nasty
Just hoping
looking
it's water.
liquid. Or liquid. Yes, it's not water. To the left there, and then a kind of shelf above that aqueduct, straight ahead of you, and some stairs going up to that shelf, to a higher point on that shelf.
Can we tell where this voice is coming from?
You can hear it up this way and this way. It kind of feels, you can hear
It's like
it
bouncing off the wall.
echoing off the walls.
So we need to move a direction and see if it changes perspective. So I'm going to move up this way and see if that helps triangulate.
Okay. You don't want to cross through the muck?
Not yet.
All right. When you get up that way, you do hear it more up around the corner.
All right. I'm going to move just far enough to kind of peek here around the side.
You peek around the side, and there you see a little bridge going over the aqueduct, and sitting up on that bridge is a dog-sized rat.
ROUS.
And another one on the shelf on the other side of the aqueduct, and you still hear that muttering, and the rat seems to be kind of looking in the direction across this way here.
Oh, okay. So there's an area we can't see around the corner. All right. Pistols out.
They listens now, they listens.
Eckham, behind me, please.
I suppose.
I'm just following Stam.
Okay.
My crossbow's out. Although he's a better shot.
All
Examiner.
right. I'm just going to flash my eyes around the corner. What do I see?
Oh,
Just a
okay.
person
So
I'm
over
looking at.
there, you see somebody, and you sort of, they look familiar. It is Oslo Tenberg, and he is a rat catcher in Darkenhaven, but he does not. He's not acting like himself. He normally
Colored
is.
eyes.
No, he doesn't have colored eyes. He's just being crazy. Just being crazy. He's usually a very, he is an odd man to begin with, but his oddness is in his pride in ruining, or I'm sorry, catching all the rats, and he has this odd sense of duty to Darkenhaven.
What he does is very helpful. Stam, he's acting kind of strange. I mean, and that's saying something. We're a little eclectic, but something's off.
So he's talking some weird stuff.
Yep.
I wasn't really listening before.
And he then kind of steps forward and he goes, "What's that? What's that, little one?" And then he looks over and he kind of sees you all coming along the shelf. It's they listens. You don't listen. You don't listen. None of the folks. You just demands all the demands. Us that keeps the city running, keeps the refuse flowing. You don't care. You don't care.
Oslo, you're doing a terrible job. Look at all these rats. Get to work.
They don't. I don't do the catching. They do the listening now. You'll do the listening, and the others are bigger, and they listens as well. We'll go on a knit as
Other.
the
what?
others show themselves from beneath
Uh-oh.
the refuse running through the. Put them on the token layer. There we go.
Oh my!
Yikes.
Oh no.
She quickly backpedals all the way to the wall.
And if you click your token, there should be an initiative button.
Like to roll in it.
To top of the, well,
Oh, look at that roll.
and good. We only. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Do not
Still
erase
got-
my roll.
I have to, Stam. I'll type in a 24.
All right.
There we go. Now roll. We had last episodes and it's still in. There was a bunch of werewolves in there.
Even worse. Thanks.
Maybe I'm not seeing that. Where is that?
So when
Should
you
be-
click
There's
on
a
oh,
little
token,
button
click
at the top left.
It might be
Oh,
covered
yeah.
by a
Ah,
picture
got
if there's still pictures showing. And
Stam needs his 25 back.
and he has a 24, but I think he's still top of the order. All right,
Yeah, 'cause
Stan,
my second
you
roll
are
was really awful.
you are first.
All right.
What do you do?
This one in front of me, I'm just gonna shoot it in the face.
Oh, that sound is going to reverberate through these sewers so loudly.
Well, at least
All
it's a fusel and not black powder.
That's true. All right.
Because we don't have that here.
I don't think fusels make. Do they make loud noises?
I think they make ray gun noises. Pew pew.
I'm okay with that. All right. Let's see. First roll is a 16 and an 11. Either of those hit?
16 does hit.
Okay. That's 10 damage, radiant damage.
Okay.
And then the offhand. Oh, natural 20.
There you go.
And that's 7 damage. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Yeah,
8
double your
damage.
dice.
No, yeah, double a 1 is still 2. So, you crit, you're going to roll a 1 on the damage. That's just how it goes. So, anyway, all right.
All right. And Akim or Akim or Akim, how do you pronounce?
Eckham.
Akim.
Yes.
Akim, you're up.
What are these things? They don't look like rats to me.
They are alligators. They are
Oh,
like a
geez.
feline alligator looking thing with
Yeah.
claws and teeth.
Death
I
rolls.
see.
You don't need to analyze them, just kill them.
Well, I have curiosity.
You can analyze
Well-
them after it's dead.
Yes, much easier.
Yes, I think some Zyethic flojectiles are in order here. Which for the audience is the sort of like a special magic missile in the world of GUI Cube. Those are auto hits still, right?
Yes.
And let's just do. So I got 2 4s and a 3.
13. Is there any special thing with those projectiles?
I do. Let's see. I would choose what kind.
Yeah.
Let's go with fire.
All right. The thing quickly starts to burn and then dives under the muck and comes back up. But it seems like it did the damage that it should have. It just was able to shake off the catching fire part of that. And Savinor.
All right. The first thing I'm gonna
Oh
do
wait,
is
did you want to move again?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Nightshade's right in front of me.
I'm gonna move around here. Pardon me, Monty. Let me just get a better
Don't mind me.
angle
I
on
rolled
this.
low.
Then, Layan, I call upon you to guide the hands of these individuals, and then I shoot my hands out, and just energy radiates and hits Dulcinea, Nightshade, Ekam, me, and Monty. Since Stem thinks he's just the god's gift, and I cast Bless on us 5.
So plus a D4 to attack rolls and saves.
Attack and saving throws. Yep.
All right. Did you? And you moved already. All right.
And I moved. Yep.
This rat will come scuttering up to about here. That's its whole turn. This rat will get right up to Stam. That'll be its turn. This one will come running this way. Get to about there.
Oh no.
And this one will follow and be swimming across in the muck.
Ew.
Dulcinea.
Don't touch me.
Okay, well, there's that really big one I'm going to attempt to hit, but with my little produce flame cantrip, because fire.
Fire.
26.
26 to hit. It hits, and you're on the Catigator or rat?
The Catigator.
Catigator, okay.
Come on. 17 damage. Fire.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I had to do maths.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay. I don't get
That's
high
gonna
rolls
go
very often. I'm going to take it.
Next is this rat here, which will scurry down the stairs and get to about there. And then that rat will scurry up this way.
Why did it have to be rats?
And I'm
Monty.
hanging out behind Stam. Not that he's tall, a lot taller than I am, but enough.
Tall enough.
Okay, I wasn't expecting all these rats. I just thought we'd be having a lovely jaunt through the sewers. So, not a
Yeah.
big fan of that. So I'm going to go ahead and on myself cast Mirror Image. So that way, that's kind of just you just see a couple of Monties just kind of like shift into existence. Be like, oh, there's 3 rats and any 3 more of me, I guess. And with Bless, I forget if is there like a visual like aura that kind of like emanates around us or like shows that we're clearly blessed.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
I was just curious.
Mm-mm.
By the way, Stam is right now very, very clearly surrounded by lots of things. Hey, Stam, you got this! He yells and giving you some bardic inspiration. Don't slip into
Thanks,
the
my
water.
friend.
It's probably not great. Watch your step.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's action, bonus action. I guess I'll take one more step closer towards in Savinor.
Okay.
That's it.
And
Oh, and it's a
Catigator.
D8, by the way, for inspiration.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Thanks.
All right. Catigator steps up to Stam.
Of course
19.
it does. 19. Yeah, that hits.
All right. You are clawed for 4. And a claw 13
That misses.
and 21 for the bite.
Yeah, that hits.
Ow.
8 points.
So 12 total.
Yes. Nightshade, your turn.
That ain't great.
All right. Can I reach the Catigator without stepping into this awful non-water?
You would be standing on the kind of the slope of the thing, and I would just say that it's moving on and off of it without slipping is going to take 10 feet to move. So yeah, you could get there and kind of stand half foot down the thing. You may have to make a dex save if something hits you and kind of but
Different
you
approach
can't.
then.
Out in the muck.
You can get there and not step in the muck, but you might have to deal with some consequences if something happens.
Instead, I set stance and prepare for interception for anything that closes distance.
Okay. And holding an action to attack something that gets within distance.
Precisely.
Okay. Well, then here is your opportunity as this Catigator swims past its friend and comes up right there. So go ahead and take your attack before it takes its.
Right. Some dice. Looks like 21.
21?
21.
That
Yeah,
hits. I thought you said anyone. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
21.
I don't know what you're
Anyone? Anyone?
Bueller.
Bueller.
Fine. Does Bless anything to attack?
No, just do your attack roll.
Just do a roll.
So, 14.
That's it. All right. And then it gets its attacks. A 10 misses you, probably.
Yep, miss.
A 22 hits you, probably.
Definitely.
6 damage on the second claw. And on the bite, that would be a 6, also a miss. All right. And then at the bottom of the order, because I have to resort this, would be the Oslo, who walks up across the bridge here and says, "No, they listens. You don't hurt them. They listens." And he pulls the big rat catcher thing off of his shoulder, and he starts to shake it and chant in some language that only Ekam and Savanor can understand. And then you see this kind of black energy jump from the thing over to this Catigator.
Which one?
And the one
in
you're
front of
fighting. And
The
it
one in front of
seem-
me. Oh, great.
And it seems its wounds seem to close.
Also, you're going to pay for that.
Your turn, Stam.
All right. I am going to put Hunter's Mark on this thing in front of me, and then I'm going to shoot again. 17 to hit
17 hits.
and 19 to hit.
Yep.
2 hits. Ten points of damage on the first one. That's piercing. Oh, much better. 16 points on the second one.
So 26 total. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Ekam.
Yes, I think it's time to turn the heat up a bit. Let's go with Scorching Ray on the creature in front of Nightshade and myself. All 3 rays are going to go at it. And I roll, let's see, +4 to hit.
Plus a D4 for the bless.
Plus a
Yeah,
D4.
plus a D4. Got it. Okay. 26 for the
26
first
hits
one.
all day.
26 for the first ray. 20 for the second ray.
Hmm.
And 18 for the third ray. So
All
that
hit.
looks like all hits. So that is a second level. So it's 1d6. Looks like 13 points of damage.
All total 13.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And are you staying there? Or are you moving?
Would that get would it get an attack of opportunity on me if I moved?
If you move out of its threatened area, it would, but that would mean pushing in Savinor and Monty out of the way, or moving on the other side of Nightshade.
Yeah, I'll stay with Nightshade.
Okay.
It's my safest bet.
In Savinor.
That's what he's there
Alright.
for.
Seeing what Oslo had done, and that the wounds on the first one closed, I'm going to conjure my green skeletal hand, and it's going to like slap the mouth of the one standing next to Nightshade and try to grab its mouth and keep it away as I cast my chill touch.
Okay.
And that is
Going for the extreme temperature change.
that
Fire!
is
Ice!
How about some icy hot for those?
28 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that is going to be so 13 points of necrotic damage, and until the start of my next turn, it can't heal any hit points.
Okay. Nicely done. All right. And a move?
Does that include
Stay right
whatever
where I am.
nonsense Oslo did to
Okay.
the other one?
It's just
What's
for this
that?
one.
Does that include the nonsense that Oslo cast on the other one? Would that?
Oh, no, it's just
The
Chill
healing.
Touch keeps this one from healing until in Savinor's next
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. But I mean, if Oslo tries to heal that one the same way it healed the other one.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. All right, cool.
All right, so this one will skitter over here and bite at Dulcinea.
Okay, so here's a point of contention. Does it enter and then leave my
Yes,
threatened
it
area?
does. It
I'm
does.
gonna
You can
boot
shoot
it.
at. You're gonna boot. Attack of
I'm
opportunity.
gonna
Boot.
boot it.
I'm just gonna if I hit, I want it to kick it across the
Good
thing.
luck.
All
Into
right.
the Catigator.
Go for a
That's
goal.
gonna
Hit
be-
Oslo.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
That's not a hit.
No?
No.
Okay.
And how
And-
big
and-
are
You
these?
do have
are
inspiration.
USs? Are they almost my size?
All right. Let's add a
yeah,
D8. I want this thing to
Oh, okay.
15.
That's still not a hit. These are dog-sized. I mean, they are like.
So they're almost the same size as me.
Yeah. This
Dulcinea could
thing
ride
is
one like a horse.
basically. I mean, these things are a good. I would say 2.5 feet tall.
Right. So it's almost my size.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And this is my first crit of the night.
Oh.
I will
Of
give you
course.
10
From a
gold
rat.
to see you ride that thing
That
like a
is
horse.
that is 7 damage.
12 gold.
And then Next is this one coming across, swimming over to Ensavanor. And it swims very well in this garbage. And it goes to bite.
Almost like it lives there.
And that is a 13 Ensavanor? I don't think
Does
that
not
hits.
hit.
All right, and then who's next? The one next to Stam is going to bite at Stam with a 20.
How are these things rolling so high? Yes, that hits.
5 points of damage. Ooh, I rolled really well on that bite. And then Dulcinea, it's your turn.
This thing bit me. I'm gonna grab its face and do shocking grasp.
Okay.
There you go. Bad dog.
Bad dog
Bad
rat.
rat.
Bad dog rat.
I don't have a newspaper.
It's basically a shock collar at this point, you know? It's like if you did thunderclap, it would just be like the high pit anyway.
A boop to the nose with a scroll immediately.
8 lightning damage.
It curls over. Dead. Did you want to move?
Hit me!
You probably don't want to move.
And then kick it into the muck.
Kick it into the muck. All right.
I can
Funny
even
enough, the muck just got cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
Weird how that works.
I can smell the burnt fur through my nostril plugs. Thank you for that.
But it's dead.
18
I tell
hit.
Salvanor, there will be a cleaning addition for our bill. Can we please kill the caster already?
You keep negotiating a lot of fee adjustments here.
Monty, does a 18 hit you?
It does, but with my illusions, okay, so
yes.
one of them just disappears.
Okay.
So I'm now down to 2 illusions.
And then
Images,
this other one
not-
comes up, and a 2 probably does not hit you.
Funny enough, my AC's real low. No, just kidding.
That was that one. Nightshade, your turn.
Nothing to do but do it. So I will attack straight from here. That is, try that again. What's that? 18?
18 hits.
Or 6 damage.
6.
Yep.
Okay. And
Don't think I have a bonus action that would help. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna hit for a bonus action. I'm gonna hit with Divine Smite.
okay.
Well, Matt's not here to do that, so we need someone to.
So let's see. It's an extra 2d8 damage.
Oof.
I do
Yeah.
love a
Things
good
to-
smiting.
I want these to go away. Looks like 10.
10?
Yep.
That will end the Catigator as
Well,
it sinks below
smoke
the
it
muck.
be.
You smoked it into the muck. And did
Later,
you
Gator.
now that you've you still have a move action if you'd like to move.
Yes, I'll step to close distance.
How you feline, Gator?
Uh-huh.
Cat got your tongue? You... Anyway,
Wow.
I'll stop.
Got to put those in the den. All right. And this
Gotta
one
put what?
Scraping the viral.
put those in the Gooey Cube den. How you feline, Gator? Okay, that's good. Okay, so that rat misses Stam with a 4. Monty, your turn.
Yay.
There's so many dang rats around here. He's going to cast Starry Wisp at... Oh, geez, which ones? I guess right now he'll attack the one that's attacking Ensavanor.
Okay.
So Ensavanor can probably free himself up and focus on something else. So that'll just be a spell attack. And because I'm in Blessed, that's another 1d4, right?
Yep.
So 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that's 2d8. Where are you? There you are. 9 points of damage.
Dead rat.
And it's radiant damage, so it doesn't have that stinky fur smell. It has that holy stinky fur smell.
It's cleansing.
I assume you did not want to move.
Still
You're going
was
to
dead.
stay there and
It's
face
like a
down
lemon
the two
burning
rats.
smell.
Yeah, I'm not going to push in Savanor out of the way and
Into
moving
the mud.
around these rats right now, these dog rats. I don't know. I'll just probably stay right here and I guess hold the line more or less.
And
Shield
the
wall.
Catagator on Nightshade has moved up, but I think it's still upset with Stam. So 14, Stam.
Miss.
All right. 16,
Miss.
and the bite is a 20 on the die.
Oh my gosh. All right.
That is
The
14
last crit
damage.
was me.
Okay, I have 9 left.
I was going to say, can I use my cutting words to reduce that damage roll?
Is that a bonus spell? Bonus action
It's a
spell?
reaction.
Or a reaction spell? Yes.
Yep. So it's just I get to use one bardic inspiration, roll the die, subtract the number from the roll. So it takes 6 points of damage off of that.
Monty, I am feeling motivated.
That's why I'm here. That's the first time you've ever told me that without saying it sarcastically.
All right. He is going
I
to
don't
move
know.
up to
That
here.
sounded kind of sarcastic to me.
Oslo is
Don't bite my friend, he yells at the Catagator.
moving
Or he
up.
just yells that pun again of like, Catagator got your tongue.
And he says,
Oh.
quit hurting, and they listen. So you don't listen, quit. And he does that again. Gonna roll. And the wounds close up on that one a little bit, even though it's still really hurt. Stam, your turn.
Okay. Point blank. First one is 27 to hit. Second one is a 16. I think you said both of those hit.
Mm-hmm.
12 damage on the first one and 10 damage on the second one. And then I've got the offhand.
That's
That's enough?
for the Catagator to sink back into the muck.
All right. And then I'm going to turn on the rat. Looks like I got 2. I'm just going to go to the next one going around counterclockwise. That's going to miss. That's that's 13 to hit.
Nope, not gonna hit. And I guess you're gonna stay there, stay put.
Yeah.
I can.
I move up to where Nightshade is. I point my finger at Oslo, the rat catcher, and say, "Your rat catching days are over." And fire 3 Zyathic projectiles at him. Total of 9.
Okay.
You're right.
Or at least-
He's doing a crappy job of rat catching anyway.
You know, when the rat catcher starts sicking the rats on you, maybe it's time to find another rat catcher.
Yeah. Put him down.
He's probably been bamboozled.
In Savanor.
All right, I'm going to walk up this way, passing that green hand that was grabbing the Catagator that's now dead. I just tap it and point down that way towards where right in one of the rats right in front of Monty, the one on the left, and get it. And the hand goes down there and goes to like hammer down on the rat.
You should lift Dulcinea
yeah,
up
slap
on
him
top of
around.
one.
That is a 22 to hit,
That hits.
and it is
See Monty trying to kick at them with his right. Down, boy. Down. Stop it.
that is 9 points of necrotic damage.
That is enough to
And I
squash
turn
it.
necrotic
back around for
damage
my
smells
bonus
the worst.
action, and I look at Sam. would you stop playing around and let's go? As the energy flows from my mouth and I cast Healing Word on him at level 2.
That was
That
weird.
is. That is 11 points of healing.
Is that healing
Wow.
word or healing drool? I couldn't tell.
No, thanks. Those words hurt me and helped me.
All right. The
I'm
rat
not the
next
motivational one here.
I was gonna say you healed for 11, but you took 1d4 psychic damage. It was just a vicious mockery disguised.
That's a low amount. That's a low amount for spending time around in Savanor.
We've had enough sessions. You've built up your emotional and mental fortitude. You're fine.
All right. Psychic armor class is okay.
And your real armor class keeps that rat from hitting you. So Dulcinea, your turn.
I like that.
Am I able to reach both rats on the other side of Stam?
You would have to kind of step onto that leaning part to grab one.
14 gold, you jump on one and ride it.
Stam,
14.
are you a medium-sized person?
Technically.
Yeah.
Well, because I do have the ability to cross through his square because I'm smaller.
Yes.
Right, yes.
So
You just can't
I will,
end in his square without causing,
I'll
confusion.
let you pass through.
yeah, he'll let me.
I
sneak
want
takes
to
by.
an
see
attack
this. I do
Takes an
want to
attack
see
of
this.
opportunity.
Because
Night-
I won't be
Nightshade,
able
you
to
get an
reach
attack
both
of
of them.
opportunity.
And they're both smacked on the nose.
Smacking the rats on the nose. All right.
Yes, with shocking grasp. Do you want me to roll a 1d8 for each?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do I still have the bless?
Yes.
Yes.
I will just split the difference then.
The bless is to hit them, not for the damage.
All right. 5 on one, 4 on the other. Shock, lightning.
All right. You failed to kill either of them.
Just made him mad.
There's still a chance.
Now their hair's like
16 gold.
standing on end.
Still a chance. 16 gold. All right. The one next to Monty. That is a 14 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Mirror image.
Oh yeah, I have those.
And then Nightshade, your turn.
Okay, so no damage. One of them is, or I'm down to one more image.
Don't think I can quite slip past. So I
Nightshade,
guess
I
I'll just
want to
bolster.
see the little one riding a rat.
Now you
Make
could
it
probably
happen.
split the money if you make it
I
happen.
would say I could probably pick them up.
Yes.
I don't think I have a shot here without getting in the muck, so I will simply close distance.
Okay. And like
Well,
I
we
said
are
to
both
Dulcinea,
pretty
you're going to be kind of on the edge, but go ahead. You're not in the muck, but you're on the edge of the muck to get around Stammen.
I'm only like 3 feet tall, so if you're
Okay.
a lot taller than that, you have a shot over me.
In that case, I'm going to take a dexterity check and leap over her and attempt to
There we go. All right.
make
Good.
this
Give me a dex
traffic
check.
jam end.
And land on the other side of the rats.
Ooh, fancy.
Right, yeah, I'll take the nat 20. Thank you.
Do you do a little somersault in the air while you're...
Is there
while
another
you're-
way?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you could have done like this cool like parkour wall run, just like up and over everybody.
And the somersault.
Oh no, he's showing off. This
Yeah, as I
I like
parkour
this.
around the curved wall there, I take my attack and try and take out some rats.
All right.
Your foot
Right.
slips on the edge and you fall into the gunk.
No,
I'm
this was
filthy,
a natural
no.
20. It's
21.
Yep.
Marked by 21.
That hit.
Be enough. And 8 damage.
That does it. You have slain a dog-sized rat.
I feel
Now
accomplished.
push it into the muck.
All
We
right.
clean
and
up our
then
mess.
The last one that
There's
gets
still any
startled by you
movement left?
landing behind it.
One.
Yeah, there's still one right.
Oh, there's still one
There.
there. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it an
Gets-
opportunity to attack.
No, it's its turn, and it got startled by you landing behind it, so it's going to attack you at a 20 to hit for 4 points.
All right.
Monty, your turn.
I'll take care of this one and then I'll help out. So I'm just going to do one more Starry Wisp. Just do a fun little d20 roll. And a d4. All right, that's an 18 to hit.
An 18 hits.
Perfect. Take that, rat. 8 damage.
And that one goes down. And then it is Oslo. And Oslo sees Monty take down that rat and goes, "No! That's my favorite rat!" And he flings his rat catcher cage, and a bolt of necrotic flame basically jumps across and hits. Well, let's see if it hits Monty.
Get down, Monty!
A 19.
That would hit. Let's see if it hits my last image illusion. Ah, no effect. And I still keep my image.
No effect. Oh, because you
Because I
rolled.
rolled to see if I keep an image or not. And so
Okay.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure with mirror image, if I roll low enough on a d6, the duplicate ignores damage and effects. So
Okay. Stam, your turn.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto Oslo. I'm going to turn one of my pistols to the rat that's left in front of me and put a hole in its face. No, that is not going to happen. So I'm going to roll again. Yeah, that's 19.
19 hits.
Okay.
Get it, Stam.
Yeah, 12 damage.
And there's rat parts everywhere.
Ew.
Get
Glad I'm
outta
wearing my
here.
apron.
Kick it
Would
into the
you
mud.
like to move at the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up behind Nightshade.
Okay. Ekam.
Oslo. It's time to go down once again. Zyathic projectiles. I only got 6 that time.
Oh, that was enough. He is just a
Ah.
watcher.
This is true.
All right, and for that, now we are off init. So I will remove all of the inits, and then, but I would still like to kind of one at a time move around and explore, telling me what you were doing. We'll start with Nightshade since you're in the front.
I'd say, Did you see that? Did you see the thing I did? Then I'd be
Good
Amazing.
job, bud.
Don't try to raise your fee just because you did that cool thing.
It was really impressive.
He is insufferable when this happens. Insufferable.
It's true.
And it happens quite a bit.
I
Well, and
scored it
Savinor is
again.
insufferable too.
And then Stam, what are you just gonna? Oh,
Trying to
There's
peek
a-
around this corner here.
you
See if I see anything around this darkened area underneath the stairs.
you'd have to kind of, I guess, as you kind of jump up, you do see a rat there, but it is just cowering.
Is it a rat
Okay.
or is it a cow?
Rat.
Or is it a ring?
I don't speak with animals. Somebody else.
That's not my skill.
I don't think anybody in this party has that skill.
Not a druid.
I
And,
do
and
walk
as you
up
jump
to,
up, it scurries off this away.
I do walk up to Dulcinea and wave a pouch of coins in front of her. And I say, "You had your chance. You had your chance. It would have
Okay.
been most
Those-
entertaining."
I'm gonna keep going
Not bad
forward
enough as it is, okay?
Okay.
to the bridge.
No.
All right.
If we find any more, I have it still. Just so you know.
Stam,
yourself out.
you see across the bridge that there is a closed door over here.
Oh, okay.
Give me a perception check.
Well, let's hope for better than a 1. 12.
It is a door.
Yeah, sounds like me. There's a door over here.
Okay.
Are you positive that it's a door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not
good.
a jar.
Is it a door? Or
Doors
is it
are
a
not
jar?
jars. No.
All right. Dulcinea, do you want to move up, or what are you doing?
Well, I can't go very far, so.
We're not really on rounds.
You
so
could
we're
if
just
you
kinda
were
moving.
riding a rat.
I don't want to.
That
How
ship
about
has
if I
sailed.
come over here and investigate?
Okay, you see like a little living area in that room where the
here?
rat catcher was, yes, and he like just a pallet, some food on the floor, and this has a door as well, but it's wide open. And Savinor, you move up and kind of see the same things.
Can I rifle
I
through
also
the
wanted to
whole
check the rat catcher's thing.
Yes, you rifle through his belongings and find food, and that's basically it. It's nothing of value.
I mean, like good food or like rat food?
No.
Now I
There's
jingle my
chunks
pouch.
of
Yeah,
bread.
Why don't you eat the food? Yes,
I scoop it
eat
all
the
up
food
and
from
throw
the
it all
gentleman
in
that
the mug.
works with the rats.
In the sewer. In the sewer.
Solid decision.
Well, she has a history of eating terrible things on this show, so I remember
hey,
Chop Chops.
It was a pie.
It was a pie. Yes, it
No,
was.
what
What kind
in
of
the
pie?
So in pie form, it's all okay.
You
All
know,
right,
it was
Kim,
kind of
are you-
steak tartare-ish.
Only trust the crust.
All right.
Kim, are you
Whose turn are we
going to
on?
move up? And Monty.
Picking up the caboose.
All right. As you guys move up, she's searching over there. You notice that there is a door further to the right of the screen, and I guess you guys move towards that door. Dulcinea, you're close enough now that you can see. You don't need a perception check. The door looks brand new, like as if it had been installed recently.
Huh.
And I'll go ahead and move everybody up to it.
Well, this is odd.
I'm gonna let the
What
beefy guy
exactly
go
is all
first.
Dulcinea?
It's like, okay, this looks like it should be on that one of those fancy places. It's a really nice new door.
What? I'm gonna walk up and look at the door.
Look!
It is. It's a new door. It's as if it had just been put there. What do you all do?
We
That was
knock
incredibly
politely.
suspicious.
I'm just kidding. Do we want to check for any kind of traps or anything?
Yeah, let's do that. Who's good at that?
Just start knocking.
Probably not
I'm
me.
really good at telling someone else to look for traps.
Oh, Nightshade!
This is
You-
not a skill I possess.
How's
do
your
not-
investigation?
Yeah, give me an investigation roll, I guess. But
I can do investigations, though.
I can investigate. Hey, that's an 18 on a die. 25.
26.
all right, yes, it is not trapped.
We want to listen at the
Doesn't
door.
appear to be trapped at all. Seems fine.
Nobody answered the knock.
You did knock.
I
Nobody
did not.
answered it. Monty, you put your ear to it and you hear kind of an echoey chant happening, melodic chant in a very bestial voice.
So it's not a Monty Python chant. Okay.
No snakes were involved in this one. No Monty or Python. So whatever the chant is, Monty inherently just, I guess, now that I've had to resonate a sound earlier, he just like is tuned into that. So he starts like humming the chant. He's like, guys, there's something happening. They didn't hear us because they're doing a chant. Something's probably going on, a ceremony.
Can you understand what they're saying?
And Savanor, give me a Arcana check.
And Corey, can I understand what they're saying at all, or
no? Mm-mm.
Is it like just because it's muffled behind the door? It's a language I don't understand.
It's in a language you don't understand.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages then.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20.
And I got
So
a
27.
19 on the die, so I got a 29.
Okay. Monty, you understand the language. You understand the chant. Give me a will save.
Well, that's no good.
Oh no. No. That's a 2 + 1.
Monty falls unconscious in front of the door.
No. Nap time.
Kim and Savanor, you know that this is a ritual that is about to reach its conclusion.
Heck, I've long since said reading things never leads to anything good.
Just by the
Nobody
rhythms he was
read the book.
humming, you're like, this chant is
so
going
much
to-
trouble.
This is, in fact, why I am not good.
So at that, we're going to go on in it because
I'm not.
If you guys sitting at the door don't do something, then things are going to get really bad. Okay.
Well, so is the only one who knows that this is bad Monty and then Savanor?
And a Kim.
Are they going to share this
Kim?
information?
Yeah, I have no reason to think other
Monty,
than
while
seeing Monty fall
unconscious,
down.
You're just gonna. He's gonna gesture unconsciously. This is bad. Look.
What's going on with Monty?
What the hell happened?
There's a ritual going on behind the door. If we don't move now, we are in terrible danger.
Oh, well.
Okay,
And I
let's
kind of
move
thanks for saying the word.
Can you wake him up?
Corey, do I
Smelling
roll in
salts,
it or
anybody?
since I'm unconscious?
Maybe.
Yeah, you don't need to bother rolling in it for now.
I just want to make sure I need to be on a tracker for anything. So otherwise, I'm.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
see the.
I'm going to see
I'll
if
see
I
the
have
window.
smelling salts.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
see it. Yep. Okay.
All
The
the
tracker,
smells
but I'm not
down here are
seeing the,
assaulting. Just let me get a smelling
I've seen the
assault.
roll thing.
Okay, Dulcinea, Stam, and then here I'll get you guys.
Well, I'm pressing a button, but it's not working. Can I just
There we go.
can I roll the regular die?
Yeah, roll the regular die,
Okay.
and I'll add you
Alright.
to the init.
There, 29.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and 7, or you just yours
Oh,
popped
well,
up.
yeah, you rolled 40,
No, what did you roll
20,
this, Savanor?
40,
Oh.
20.
1.
Okay. I'll take your roll.
We have an interloper.
Why is it not pulling mine in?
Oh, I
Great, I
got
hit
yours
the-
too.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
All right, and it looks like your first Nightshade. Do you want to rush in bravely and what are you doing?
I can't really see much, so I'm not one to just
Why
shove
did
my way
mine
in.
change?
Nightshade, I think you should hold your action.
You had a 10?
No,
What did you
I
have?
had a
Say again,
23.
Oh, 23. There you
I
go.
think you should hold your action.
All right, so Nightshade,
Indeed.
we'll go Dulcinea, your turn, and then we'll come back.
Okay, well, we're going to go throw open the door and then get out of the way.
All right. So you open the door, and then I'll put these folks on.
They're just
the
kind of
init.
like,
Oh, these turds again.
oh my, bad dog, bad dog.
All right, and you see the werewolves and a lady who looks like this.
Oh, that ain't no lady.
Oh, hell no.
And let me do this. And then Nightshade, it is your turn.
Can I shoot?
Yes, you can shoot. Go ahead.
I'm going to try to hit the closest bad dog.
Okay.
That one by the pillar.
Bad dogs. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they go with you, bad dog?
And I miss.
All right, Nightshade, you are up.
I don't think I have the range to quite get in there.
Yes, hold your action, Nightshade. Let us wait and see what is going on first.
Oh, you can come stand by me.
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action.
All right. They continue to dance, stand.
All right, I'm rushing in, and I see these guys, and I'm like, all right, let's start shooting. I'm gonna aim at the one in front. Did you already hit that one, Dulcinea?
No, it bounced off the column.
Okay. 16 to hit on the first one.
That does not hit.
Oh,
These
well,
guys
then the
are
second
tough,
one
remember?
is not going to hit either.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. Dancing. Hit him.
I pull a scroll out from my robes and read it and chant and cast Hold Person on Stam.
Damn, give me a wisdom save, please.
What
Is
the
this
hell
like
are you
Harry?
doing? All right. Oh, crap. That's a failure.
You are
That's a 4.
paralyzed. You are paralyzed. And Sevenor, your turn.
All right, I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to move up. I'm going to just real quick tap on Monty.
Mhm.
He's still out. And I look back at Beckham. And I move up behind Dulcinea. This doesn't look very well. And I reach into my pocket, I pull out a scroll, and I just lightly tap Dulcinea in the back of the head as I cast Whole Person.
You may a will save, Dulcinea.
Not wisdom.
Wisdom, sorry. 3-5 in my head.
Oh, wow. A whole 6.
You are paralyzed. And we can go off of a nit now. As Bella walks up and bows before Insevenor.
Okay,
My
there
lord.
is many curse languages going through Dulcinea's brain right now.
Yeah, nice going, Trader.
About time. Why am I still using this? It's about time. I suppose I don't need these classes anymore. Finally. So, how long have you been waiting for me, dear?
A while. What? We've been waiting. Yeah, we heard something outside, but decided that was your problem.
You've left Oslo out there all this time, and he's gotten his poor rats in our way, so taking too long, very much too long.
What shall we do with your friends?
These 3, hold them until our performance. I don't want them in my way because
the hero of Darkenhaven has finally arrived, and our perfection will occur soon. And unfortunately, they step in the way far too often with their nonsensical idiocies. But don't hurt them. Be very, very nice. Especially, and I want to just lightly run my fingers through Dulcinea's hair with this one. This one is his favorite. Don't harm them.
So I need to tell you in Savanor, when you do that, you're going to come across horns in her hair.
I knew the favorite for something. And I reach into my cloak. Eckham, our deal. And I hand him the book.
Ah, the Legestre Sunaul, finally. Thank you.
Well,
It's been a
that's
pleasure
fine.
doing
I take
business
my
with
opportunity.
Indeed.
While everyone is focused on what Eckham and Ensavnor have to do with all of this book nonsense, I take my opportunity and use Subduing Strike on the back of Dulcinea's wonderful head.
Just to make sure.
I said, oh.
Nightshade, that was totally unnecessary, but I do like it.
And yet,
I have the
I was
most
paid for a
professional
job.
information.
I
do
the job.
I
do the job. I do the job, sir.
I apologize
I
for my
get it.
partner's zeal,
I will.
but the bard did take himself out, so...
He did. That did not go according to plan, but
Yes.
we got no favor. So I do actually. I appreciate your professionalism, dear boy.
You okay?
Not necessary, but you are a man that gets his job done. Unlike these three, they have a very hard time of doing the specific job that we have, and that is solving all of the problems within this land.
See, Stam, you're
Someone
the only
has
one
to
that
do
can
it.
hear this because Monty and I are unconscious. So you're going to need to remember this for us.
Were you held or were you?
Oh, I was held and then I just got knocked out.
Monta's gonna wake up and be like, I just had the weirdest dream.
All
You guys
right.
would not believe this. Savanor, not so great. Ekum, not so great. It'll be a good laugh and a hoot later on. Oh, wait.
And then, so Eckham reviews the book for a long period of time while Ensavnor kind of stands leering over him. Eckham takes some notes and then, as per the deal, gives the book back to Ensavnor. Ensavnor then pays the bill, and Eckham and Nightshade walk off with knowledge and money and probably some dark power to take back to Blun.
Do call us if you need us again. It's again a
Money
I'm
pleasure.
always
sure your
working-
spends, sir.
services will
Money
be
always
needed.
spends.
It's a pleasure working for someone that knows how to pay their bill.
And that
And I always pay the bill.
and that
Oh,
will be
you
the
got a bill
end.
coming, bro.
and that will be the end
I don't think you can
of
pay this one.
episode 6 of Plots in Darkenhaven.